Hi YouTube, welcome back to another video from Wtf Rc Cars. So we have a new receiver, for the G7P transmitter. All these names and numbers, I'm going to get hang of them eventually. This one is the FS-R7D, and I believe this is a 7-channel receiver with an antenna, but it's also got a light controller built in. So a bit like the one that's got the ESC, but if you've got your own ESC or you're running brushless and you still want a receiver and a full light controller, this is going to be really interesting for you. It will run 3.5 to 9 volts, and apparently it only weighs 8 grams. And with all the new FlySky stuff, it's got the little thing you can scratch off on the packaging, so you can check that on FlySky's website. There's a little QR code, and that'll let you know you've got a genuine product. So it's quite nice that this has got a good length antenna on it, and I believe it's also one that's got the bind button. It is rated, so they do have sort of waterproof ratings on them, but it's a PPX4 to what I can tell. So you do have full 7-channel, so this could be quite good for rock crawlers or anything where you need extra channels. You do have the nice bind button and the power LED, and then you've got 6 different light outputs, so it could be quite interesting this. And I do have one of the DUMBORC light kits kicking about, so let's get the light kit. I'll bring you in for a close-up look and show you how to bind it, and then we'll plug some LEDs into it and see how it functions. Right, so what we're going to do first, we're going to have to set the transmitter up. So we're going to go into our model select memory. We're going to select a blank model, and then we're going to give it a name. So let's get rid of all these, and I'm useless at remembering all these names and numbers, so then we can OK it. Then we're going to want to come out, and let's find the RX menu. So then you want to go bind set, and we're going to set it up in 2-way. You can bind it in 1-way, but I would always advise binding it in 2-way. So we are going to hold the bind button and then supply power on any of the channels, and we should get the light flashing quickly. And then we get bind successful, so we can come out of that. Right, let's get a few servos just to make sure we've got everything working. So I'm going to plug one into channel 1, which should be a steering, and then we'll just grab another. And I'll pop that one into channel 2, so that'll represent either our throttle, so either as ESC or as throttle servo, depending whether you're going for electric or a nitro. So we've got a throttle working, and we've got a steering. So now we've got, the interesting part for me is the light control. So it looks like we've got left and right indicators, headlights, we've got tail lights, reverse lights, and then a set for flashing lights. So let's get us a set of lights and see what we can make of this. And again, these little light kits, I just buy these from, I believe these are just DUMBORC. It does tell you on the side, the rear ones, or the ones closest to the servo plugs, are negative, front positive. So let's pop some direction indicators in and see how these function. So basically now when we steer, we should get indicators. Yeah, looks like all them are working. So let's see what else we've got. So we've got a set of white lights that you get in these. So we'll have these as the headlights. And I believe it says in instructions that the stock setting for the headlights is off. And then, so you turn the wheel 3 times. And that'll make his headlights turn on and off. Then moving on, we've got the next one up is tail lights. So if we get that one in. Now I'm guessing these should work with the headlights. Or do these work when we go reverse? I think it wants the throttle servo reversing, looking at that, or throttle channel. Quite interesting, it does say these are tail lights though. That's why. Which one we got reversed? We've got as throttle reversed for some reason. That'll make more sense. So if we go from forward to reverse, they come on. So it looks like the ones that say tail are actually brake lights. So then it's got one labelled as back. So I'm guessing if we go forward, then reverse, we get the brake lights on. And then the next time we press back, we get the reverse lights. That's quite nice. So from full throttle to brake, you get brake lights, then hit it again, you get reverse lights. And then the last ones, it says flashing. So let's see. Yeah, so if you turn the opposite way 3 times, you get these turning on and off. And it looks like the transmitter batteries are about dead. Yeah, so quite a configurable light kit. I'm guessing if you wanted actual tail lights, you could just take another 2 lights off the headlight feed, and then you'd get headlights and tail lights. So you could quite easily feed another 2 LEDs off that, red ones, and then you'd get your tail lights. But really like that it's got reverse lights and brake lights. But let's wrap this one up. So there we have it, another very interesting receiver. If I try and lay these out in a way that kind of makes sense. Right, so trying to get these in some kind of layout that might make sense on a vehicle, but basically we've got direction indicators one way, direction indicators other way. Then if we hit the throttle, then brake, then let off the brake and then go to reverse, you've then got your reverse lights, and 3 turns one way will turn headlights off, 3 turns other way will turn the flashing lights off. As I said, if you wanted to take another set of red lights feeding off the headlamp feed, then you'd get headlights and tail lights, which I think would be pretty cool, but this is just a straight plug-in kit. It would be quite easy to just have another set of red ones feed off the same feed as the headlights, and then when you get your headlights on, you'd have tail lights as well as reverse lights and brake lights. So it is a very cool setup. So it's the FS-R7D, 7 channel. So this one's not a built-in ESC, and you do get a decent length antenna as well. Be quite an interesting one to use on a rock crawler, really, a full-scale build. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. Hopefully you like this kind of content, so don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one. And I'll probably get these batteries charged, because that's driving me mad.